in this process of designing a more effective feedback process. This can be especially challenging because of how interconnected it usually is with other management practices. I'm going to show you two before-after examples. These are real-life examples. One from a small company that was working to implement Deming's teachings, the other from a small department within a large corporation. The leaders in the following examples experimented with many learning cycles before developing the after versions of the processes that I will show you. So in this first example, we see a feedback and appraisal process before any changes are attempted. The physical setting is simply a table or desk with a manager on one side and the employee on the other. The documents consisted of the manager's evaluation or rating of the employee. The gist of the words spoken by the manager are, I'm giving you a rating of 2.8 out of 5. The employee thinks but does not say, I did this work this year worth at least 4.7. This formal meeting is held annually. When compared to the 11 principles in our checklist for a better appraisal process, the process gets all thumbs down. So the first move to improve change that we make is to move the frequency of the conversation from an annual review to make it a monthly conversation. The backwards looking rating evaluation became a study of data from the system focused on a key characteristic. The hierarchical seating of appraiser across from employee became partners working together shoulder to shoulder, working toward a shared objective. Words and thoughts from rearview mirror assessment turned into prediction, testing, study, learning, and improvement. So the new process receives nearly all thumbs up with 0 thumbs down when compared to our 11 principles. The application of all 4 areas of the system of profound knowledge and many tests that involved planning moves, making predictions, and learning from the results were needed to produce this vastly improved feedback process. The second example is an illustration of an improvement that was described in the book, Abolishing Performance Appraisals, Why They Backfire and What to Do Instead, written by Tom Cohens and Mary Jenkins. This before process lived in a small department of a large data management corporation. The manager met with their employee annually to perform goal review and goal setting. Performance input was gathered by the manager from people of the manager's choosing. The input was consolidated and some of it was shared with the employee. The manager scored the employee on several dimensions, including goal attainment. And a form was signed by both of the people, manager and employee, and submitted to human resources. Top performing employees in the organization received the largest percentage of raises for the year. This before version of the process gets all thumbs down when we rate it against our 11 principles. First move to improve is to shift control of the schedule from the corporate calendar to the employee. The timing of the annual feedback process is now set by the employee. The manager's role as conduit for feedback is removed from the process. The employee selects sources of direct feedback. The standard corporate review and rating questions become a 4-question survey in which the selected respondents answer for the employee. What would you like me to keep doing, stop doing, start doing? And how will you, the respondent, help me, the employee, do those things? The annual review meeting between the manager and the employee becomes a feedback consolidation and discussion session with a coworker selected by the employee. Together, the employee and the coworker create a one-year developmental plan that serves the annual documentation requirement for the corporation. These several moves produce a vastly different process, which, when evaluated with the checklist for better feedback process, receives all thumbs up.